Hello everyone. Um, so this is my video from a first visit to a yard sale that was announced. This guy's got all kinds of stuff, and in the bottom of his list he has comics. So I'm like, worth a try. So I asked him, "Do you have like a handful of comics, or are you looking at a couple of boxes or whatever?" And he says, "Well, basically, those are bins that were in my attic." Well, light goes off. I'm like, "Well, do you mind if, take a look at it before the yard sale tomorrow?" He says, "Sure, come on by." So I dropped in today, and let's just say I found a few comics. So, needless to say, I'm going through this at, 3 comics a second because I need to get back home. So, call this my miniature holy grail. So, let's get started. Astonishing X-Men #1. I mean, some of these are not worth much, but it's the cool covers, the #1s that you probably will never see in the stores, or and I'll tell you what I paid for these afterwards. You guys are gonna hate me. This is almost a near mint X-23, which is a very popular book right now. Yeah, nice, clean. No dings whatsoever. There's a slight, I don't know, there's a slight coloration down here. It looks yellowish, but I can't really tell. Can't really see it now, so it must have been just the lighting upstairs. Here's X-Men Age of Apocalypse, and this is #3. I picked up #1 yesterday at the comic shop, so that's kind of cool. And from what I was told, there's like 4 of these, so I'm just missing 2. X-Men 1 and 2 for X-Men 2099. And these things are all in great shape too. This guy kept his stuff in cardboard for the most part. There's not really much for dings. It's a nice clean cover. The bag has some damage, but I mean, they're all getting rebagged anyways. This one, I don't know what it is. I saw X-Men and I saw 1, but if you look, it actually says, oh please, -1. Is that something that's considered a 0 in the old world? I don't know. Comment and let me know. So, flashback, X-Men. And he had a bunch of X-Force ones, which we know are commonplace dollar bin stuff. So I saw X-Force and I'm like, X-Force 1. He had a couple of bagged ones. He had one with a Deadpool card, and I basically told him, hey, you know what, you might want to hang on to this one. Some of these cards are starting to get valuable. And he was like, oh, thanks. He checked online, and some of them going for like $40. So try to kind of gain his confidence, because I had my poker face on while I'm going through these thousands of comics in like 30 minutes. So yeah, so 2, 3, 4, which I already had this one. This was a double, but I'm trying to show him that I'm looking for complete runs. 5. Of course, what are the chances he has 6? That's right, 6. So there's a key issue for Cable. I was quite excited about that. Again, kept my poker face on. 50 cents. 50 cents. And then we have X-Men 11. Again, some of these are probably keys. I left a lot of comics there. I got to go back tomorrow morning. I didn't even have place in my backpack. It's ridiculous what this guy has. X-Men 12. X-Men 13. And then we get into the quadruple X-Men 1 covers, the ones that line up. So these all kind of match together. Got those for 50 cents. As well as the special edition wraparound, 50 cents. I love yard sales. And of course, we've got 2, 3, 4 with Mr. Gambit. Not sure if that'll be something worth anything. 5, 6, Sabretooth. 7, Mr. Wolverine. 8 is missing. There's 9. And 10. So I'm not sure if 8 was a key issue that he kept or if it just happened to be missing. This is the second time he's put these comics out. I cannot believe that there's so much good stuff in here that never got picked up. And in my second handful, I came up with this. That's right. Original first print Infinity Gauntlet. I rebagged it. Another nice, very nice. There's not much as far as nicks or dings or anything. It's just nice and clean. Just one little ding there. Another ding there, color break. Staples are in good shape. And if I had gloves, I would probably do this with gloves. Yeah, so for 50 cents, I'm happy. And of course, I picked up the entire run. Number 2, number 3, number 4 with Mr. Thanos. Love that cover. Number 5. Number 6. Final Battle. So there's a complete run of Infinity Gauntlet. Pretty excited. This one had some damage. So this is Secret Wars number 1. It has some tear down there and the staple's loose. It's got some banging up down there. Round corners, fold. Tell it's been. So anyways, for $1, it's a reader copy. Whatever. And another nice piece, Ghost Rider number 1 and the entire run. Again, this is, nice, clean. Sharp corners on that. see if there's a color break there. I don't believe so. Nice clean staples. So yeah, nice number one. Boom. Number two. Number three. Number four. Number five. Number six. And number 7 of 7. Again, these are all nice. Not much for dings. And I'm not done. Batman Detective, number 9 annual, one I didn't have. So this was filler gaps, stuff that I saw that I knew I had to fill gaps. I was missing part 404 for Mudpack, Detective Comics, and he had it. Shadow of the Bat, number 1. I was missing everything up until 13. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I went to the other bin. This other bin must have had 200 Spider-Man comics. And I had to leave them there. I had no space in my backpack. I had bags filled on the side. I'm driving a road bike. I didn't even have my wagon, but tomorrow morning I might just break the bank and, I don't know, try to grab as much of the stuff that I could. Spider-Man number 1, sealed in the bag. Collector's item. Now this is Todd McFarlane. I don't know what year this is. I'd have to open them up to find out. 1990. So this is a 1990 Spider-Man run. Here's number 2. This is an arc called Torment. Number 3. I just realized this is written backwards, upside down. That's kind of a cool idea for a comic. Anyways. Number 4. Wrong side. Number 5. And I mean, I could have easily taken and cherry-picked my way all the way through, but I didn't want to give him that feeling that I was just there for monetary. He was nice enough to price these things at 50 cents and $1, and basically let everything go for mostly 50 cents. Just, awesome guy. Now this, I saw on Chris's auction wanted list was Hobgoblin. So books 6 and 7 is a part 1 and 2 of Hobgoblin stuff. So those are probably definitely up for grabs on Sunday night. Not sure yet. 6 and 7. And still sealed in the bag with poster on the back is Spirits of Vengeance, number 1. Like literally unopened. This is and you can kind of tell that there's a skull and it's the bag. So the bag has a drawing of a skull. It's kind of cool. You can see like the flame here. Anyways, that's number one. Number two, I don't know if this is a first appearance of Blaze or something, or second appearance of Blaze. This again, I don't know the 92, so this is a 1992 run. Number three, I think there was all the way up to 12, but I mean, again, I took like the first 4 or 5 or 6 of some series. So that's pretty much my first haul, so I'm quite excited. I guess I never understood the whole old comic thing until now. This is kind of a cool feeling. Other stuff that he had Superman, Spider-Man, he had Quasar stuff, he had the X-Force, there's a lot more X-Men stuff, but I'm thinking I'm really excited about probably grabbing some more of the Spider-Man stuff. It's 300 to 450 series, so that's pretty decent stuff. There might be some $10, $12 comics in there. I didn't memorize the numbers or anything. I should have probably taken some photos, but then I didn't want to seem a little sketchy. What else was there? There was a ton more Ghost Rider stuff. I mean, probably 50 or 60 more Ghost Rider stuff. There were some titles that I wasn't sure what they were. There was one-shots of stuff that I've never heard of before. So yeah, I mean, I shoot myself in the foot. I got some nice stuff, I'm thinking, so far, but there's still a whole bunch of number one stuff in there. Spider-Man stuff I had never seen. So anyways, I'm gonna go back tomorrow morning. I gotta convince my 8-year-old to hop in the wagon and go biking at 7 maybe 7:30 in the morning to get down there. It's across town, but I told him I'd come back, and so I got 56 comics for $35. So I paid less than $1 for each of these comics. Win-win. So maybe if I grab 100 comics tomorrow morning, because there's easily 3,000 comics left in those bins. And I mean, I was rushing through this stuff, and I'm just grabbing chunks and chunks, and I'm just kind of flipping through it. So yeah, Larry, if you want to get up for 8 a.m., I will. Yeah, what am I talking about? Larry up at 8. Yeah, he's over by my work. He's just like 2 streets over, but he'll be out at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I like I said, I'd have to shoot myself to not go back there and buy another $100 of comics just based on what's there. There was Marvel stuff like in the double digits, issue 10 and 12 and 16, like some of the older Marvel. I can't think of the Marvel Presents or something like that. I grabbed what I thought was most of the older ones, but there's still some more there. There's some Batman stuff. He had quite a chunk of Batman stuff. But yeah, so if there's anything you saw in those that you like, interested, let me know. Let me know. I mean, these are just picked up on a whim, and it was a hell of a good deal, so maybe simplify his message today, where pay it forward is worth it. I definitely agree with him on that, and that's my motto as well, as to pay it forward with almost everything I do. So, all right, that's it for now. See you later. This is Grimland from Grimland's Comics.